Hello, Coconut. This is the third and final battle. I am going to show you my deck, which is this card, which I'm using for its ability. Eevee, Espeon, Jolteon, Sylveon, Sylveon EX, Hoothoot, Noctowl, Rotom, Bidoo, Carmine, Lacey, Professor's Research, Rescue Board, Buddy Poffin, Earthen Vessel, Max Rod, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, Electric Energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Psychic, and 1, 2, 3, 4, Water. In this format, we will each have 40 card decks, and we will put out 4 prize cards. Okay, my dad will now show me you guys his deck.
All right, so I think I got pretty lucky here. Ended up building an evolution deck. So because of that, right, I have 2 of those Eevees. One's the promo. So I got 2 Eevees. I put in the Jolteon Pokeball. That one's pretty awesome. Plus it only takes 1 energy to do its attack. And I think it's going to mend well with my next Pokemon. So then I am using the Glaceon EX. So for 2 energy, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. But if you look at the next one, knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon that has exactly 6 damage counters on it. I'm not going to really be able to use that a whole bunch. So this is what I'm kind of looking for, is this Frost Bullet attack. I'm hoping that'll work out well. I also got 2 of the non-EX Glaceons with that, what the heck is that? The Permeating Chill. Look at this, 30 damage. At the end of your opponent's next turn, put 9 damage counters on the defending Pokemon. So I got 2 of those because I think that'll help. I got 2 Suicunes because I need more water attackers. I have a Dreepy and a Dragacloak to help me draw cards. So the only reason I have this in here is for Recon Directive. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards and put 1 at the bottom of your deck and put the other one in your hand. So I also have Dunsparce and the Dunsparce, same thing, so I can draw more cards. A Fan Rotom, so I can hopefully find my Eevees quickly. Shaman. And I put this Miltank in here just for this attack. Moo Moo Rolling, because I think that sounds hilarious. And then supporters. I have 3 Professor's Research to draw a lot of cards. I have 2 Laceys, which I think are great in this kind of a matchup. A Carmine, Crispin, Professor Turos, all of those to help with help my supporters there. 6 water energy because that's all I could find. I couldn't find more water. 4 lightning energy. Then I have 2 glass trumpets, an Area 0 Underdepths, a Roto Stick, Earthen Vessel, a Rescue Board, and a really important piece to this deck, Buddy Poffin. All right, so that's what I got. Pretty soon here, Parker and I will get battling. So after you've shuffled, you're going to put your deck, it goes in the your upper right hand corner, and then your opponent has the opportunity to either cut, shuffle, or tap your deck.
See, cut means that you were to grab some of your opponent's cards, put it to the side and then put the rest of the cards on top. And also there are many ways of shuffling, but I do say that if you were to want to shuffle your deck, that it is kind of bad for your cards to shuffle them how you might shuffle traditional cards, like when you were to be playing Go Fish or those.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly don't shuffle our decks like that because we don't want to get the cards all bent a little bit more than they already do. It's also why they're in these nice, pretty sleeves too.
Yeah, and also we don't want them to lose their price.
All right, so I'm going to tap, so I'm not going to cut. All right, so we're going to start by drawing how many cards?
We each draw 7 cards. If we were to have no basic Pokemon, that is called a mulligan. You can't see my cards, right?
Nope. All right, well, I got a mulligan, so I have to show Parker my hand.
Oh, so you have an Eevee in your deck because I see the Glaceon. Okay? And since he had a mulligan, that means that I may draw another card when I am done setting up. Oh, my bad. Almost put out 6. I am used to the normal way. I will put a dice on my deck to show that I have 1 card to draw from mulligans. And also I got a really good setup because, wait, I forgot to tell you guys. My deck is a higher energy deck and a high mulligan deck because there are low amounts of basic Pokemon.
All right, we forgot to do this earlier, but we're going to have to roll to see who goes first.
Okay, I call evens. I shall go first.
Okay.
And also, by the way, since I am choosing to go first, and you are traditionally supposed to wish your opponent good luck, so good luck. Ooh. Okay, I shall put down Bidoo. Okay, now I shall use Boosted Evolution. So basically what it does is it says as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may evolve it into any Pokemon that can evolve from Eevee, even on the first turn that you played it. So I am now searching my deck for whatever card I were to want to evolve it into, and I will evolve it into a Sylveon EX. So it will be very useful. What I will then do is that I will attach a water energy, and then if you have nothing to do, then you can say pass, and it is then your opponent's turn.
Okay, I'm going to draw for my turn. I will I too am going to use Boosted Evolution.
He
through my
is
deck.
probably going to use Glaceon EX, but maybe he might have a better one that he wants to put in play.
I'm going to put in Jolteon, and it's a Pokeball Jolteon even.
Ooh, that's cool. And if you have seen on our channel, Pokeballs are a type of hit from this set. Well, not like Pokeball items, but like Pokeball foils.
Okay, tap or cut.
I shall tap.
Okay, then I will attach a basic energy, lightning energy. Then I'm going to use Lacy, which says to shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards, If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, draw 8 cards instead.
But I have 4, which means that it perfectly does not make it so that he gets 8.
Yeah, I love this card for these 4 prizes, but I always seem to get them on my first turn instead of after you've taken a prize, you know.
Yeah, and when it's not useful, you get it, but when it's useful, you don't get it.
Right.
That's basically how.
Okay, tap or cut.
I shall tap.
Okay, and I'll draw my 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I get something to put on my bench. Okay, so I'm going to put down Shaman.
And also, anytime during a game, you may look at an opponent's active Pokemon or discard pile. I will look at Shaman. Its attack reflect energy does 60 damage and move an energy from the Shaman Pokemon to one of his bench Pokemon.
Right. Okay, I'm going to attach a rescue board to him, which gives him 1 less retreat cost.
And since his retreat is 1, it is now 0.
I can't really do anything else, but I'm going to use linear attack. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So I'm going to knock out his Badoo, taking my first prize.
Okay, I will now draw for turn. This is really unfortunate, but I will then use an Earthen Vessel, which means that I have to discard a card with it. So I will discard a Water Energy. I will then get a Psychic Energy and a... Where is it? And an Electric Energy. That will now go into my hand.
Okay, so I'm going to choose to shuffle Parker's deck, and then he can cut it if I choose to shuffle it. Otherwise, he can also just leave it.
I shall cut it. Also, here's a good tip. If you think your opponent is cheating, that you should shuffle or cut their deck, I will attach an Psychic Energy, and now I shall pass for turn.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I gotta hope I can get something going here. I will bench Dreepy. I really don't want him to knock out my Jolteon on the next turns, and he has a free retreat, so I'm going to retreat. I'm going to attach a Water Energy to Shaman. I lied. I'm going to attach that Water Energy to Jolteon.
And also, by the way, in tournaments, if it is the opponent's decision if they can take it back, but in this format, we are allowing take-backs.
All right, and then I will pass. I can't do anything else.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will then attach an Electric Energy, and then I will use Agilite, which allows me to choose 2 of my opponent's Pokemon and shuffle it into their deck, including all attached cards.
Crazy you got that going in this setup. Dang.
Yeah, but also you didn't try to stop it.
I should have attached a Shaman, I guess.
And now he only has his Shaman left. He is allowed to cut.
Oh man! So I'll cut. I gotta hope I get something good over here. So I'm gonna draw for turn. I got a whole bunch of nothing. So I'm gonna attach a Water Energy, and I'll pass to Parker.
Okay, I shall draw for turn. I shall put down Fanrotom, and then I shall use Magical Charm for 160, and knock. He has no more Pokemon. That means I win.
All right, good first
But
game.
this is best of 3. We might also play more rounds of this, so stay tuned because we might be using these decks. But now that we know each other's decks, we can know what they're playing.
Yeah, that was a pretty good. You did that pretty good. I unfortunately couldn't go into my Glaceon because he was in my hand.
Oh.
So I couldn't use Boosted Evolution because I had it in my hand.
Then why didn't you just not use Boosted Evolution and then
Yeah,
keep it?
good question, huh?
Also, by the way, he should have looked at my attacks that I could have got
Right.
going, because if he did, that would have meant that he would have known that that I would have been able to shuffle his two benched Pokemon, and it actually did more damage because he retreated. And since that move would allow me to get rid of two
Right.
instead of
Good work.
one, I chose to do that. But also signaling that he has a Dreepy, that probably means that he has a Dragapult, or maybe he's just using it for Drag Cloak so that he can do card.
So I got more draw power, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
All
And
right.
since my dad lost, he gets to choose who goes first.
All right, you want to tap or cut?
I shall tap.
All right, I choose to go first.
Okay. Now each player draws 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unfortunately, I got a mulligan, so I have to show it to my opponent.
Okay.
And
So
now
similar to last round, I'd put out my 4 prizes, and then I'd put a single one up on my deck, knowing I get 1 extra draw for the mulligan.
Okay. And now I shall draw when he is done cutting. So I shall draw my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got a basic Pokemon luckily, which is this Pokemon. Now I put out my 4 prize cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And
Good luck. All right, so we both have an evolution in an Eevee in our thing. I'm going to take my single card that I get for the mulligan, and then I'll draw to start my turn.
Okay.
I will put the Dunsparce down. I am going to
And also, by the way,
attach a rescue board here.
if your opponent were to want to ask questions about your hand, you don't have to answer them truthfully. So if he were to ask me if I were to have a psychic energy, I could say no when I would. So
Okay,
no.
so since I put on the rescue board, Eevee has a free retreat, so I'm going to retreat Eevee.
Shouldn't you evolve first?
I'll put the Dunsparce in the active. Then I'm going to attach a water energy to Eevee.
So that means probably the Glaceon is trying to be used.
And then I don't have anything else I can do in my hand, so I will pass to Parker.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will attach a psychic energy, and then I will use Boosted Evolution. I will look at my options. I shall choose Sylveon EX, like last time. Okay. I shall put that down. He shall cut. And now I will pass, for I cannot attack.
Okay, I'll draw for my turn. I will evolve into Glaceon. Like you said, he was in my hand. I will
Just like last turn.
I will attach a lightning energy. Then I will use Lacey. Again, I always get this first turn, or first, before they take a prize. So shuffle my hand into my deck, draw 4 cards. If they have 3 or less prizes remaining, then I'd take 8.
But also, why don't you just save it until it would be better?
Well, it was my only option. All right, tap or cut.
I shall cut.
One, two, three, four. Hopefully we get something good. All right. Not much I can use there. I will retreat Dunsparce because he has free retreat. And then I will move up Glaceon, and I will use Frost Bullet, which does 110 and 30 damage to one of his bench Pokemon, but
since I don't have any, it does nothing.
Oh man, I wish I would have got some more bench Pokemon. I thought I had plenty of basic Pokemon. I'm just not finding them.
Yeah. I shall now draw for turn. I shall attach a electric energy, and then I will pass.
Okay, I'll draw for my turn. All right, that works out good. I will put down Dreepy. I'm going to use Roto Stick, which is look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of supporter cards you find there and put them into your hand. Ooh. So let's see if I get any supporters out of this.
And also, I am definitely needing a
no supporters
basic Pokemon so I can put it on my bench. But will I get it?
Yeah, might be able to win this matchup, and then we'd have to go to a game 3.
Yeah.
Okay, cutter tap.
And also, if we were to want to, we could actually just play free games, and then we could just do it. And
all right, well, I'm going to use Frost Bullet again for 110. I wish there was some bench Pokemon I could be damaging here, so he's at 220 total damage.
Which is big damage. But I'm not knocked out yet.
Yeah, made it through 2 hits, huh?
Yeah. I shall now draw for turn. I will attack for turn. I will then use Carmine. I discard my hand, and then I draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's great. Not really, but I am probably going to lose this match. I am going to use Angelite and shuffle his 2 benched Pokemon. And then next turn, he is probably just going to use Frost Splash.
Yeah, at this point, I don't have to do anything, right? Just Frost Blast you away. But let's see here.
Oh, I should have used Magical Charm because it does 100 less. It makes the opponent do 100 less damage.
Oh man, that's hard when you haven't played with any of these. All right, well, at this point, I'll use Frost Bullet for 110 damage and the knockout. And
I have no more Pokemon, so he wins. GG.
GG, man. This has been cool. I like both of our decks. The fact that we both got an EX or an Evolution EX is really cool.
Yeah, it's basically an Evolution deck. But I put in Bedoos just in case I were to need something like that.
Right, to slow me down.
Yeah, because these decks are definitely centered around stuff like that.
Well, hopefully we can get our benches better set up this game. I know I have a decent amount of basic Pokemon. I just haven't been able to find them.
I have a few basic Pokemon, but that's mainly because I couldn't find good basic Pokemon.
Well, and
that would fit with this deck.
You've been able to get is that Sylveon that you're playing?
Yeah, Sylveon.
You've been able to get Sylveon fired up both games, and that's not easy. So the fact that you've been able to do that means you have all the right energies in hand, you know? Okay,
yeah.
Tap or cut?
I shall tap. Will you tap or cut?
I'll cut.
Okay. Also, if you could see your opponent's tap and cut strategies, it could
You
tell
get to
you
decide who goes first.
I shall go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mulligan.
Mulligan again, huh? Look at all that energy. Okay. Well, I got a Pokemon in there. Okay.
But is it basic?
Well.
Because if it isn't, then it can't be played.
No, it's basic. It's a good question because that's the truth. All right, there's my 4 prizes. 2, 3, 4.
Cut or tap?
Okay, I will cut thin to win.
Okay. Also, did you remember to put out your thing to symbolize that you have
Here you go. So I got a 1 for 1 mulligan card.
4, 5, 6.
So if he gets another
7.
mulligan, I get another card. Yeah.
Ooh, that's probably a good start. Okay, and now I put out 4 prize cards. Good luck.
All right, GG. Good luck.
Okay.
Oh, that is a good start.
I shall now use fan call, which I will then be allowed to grab some stuff. So I will grab a Noctowl and never mind, I won't grab a Noctowl, and instead I will grab a Eevee and an Eevee. I am going back in, which means that I am going to look for my deck again. I will then put down the 2 Eevees, and then I will use Buddy Poffins.
You got a pretty good cards to start with here, huh?
Which then makes it so that I can get 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put it onto my bench. So I will get a Bidoof, and that is it. Okay, then I will
Yeah, you can cut it if you want.
I will attach and retreat into Bidoof. Probably not the best move, but it's a move. And then I shall pass to my opponent.
Okay, so I'll take my mulligan, and then I will draw for turn. I guess I'll attach for my turn here. And as always, I get this card early on, Lacey. So shuffle my hand into my deck, draw 4. If they have 3 or fewer prizes, draw 8.
I think we are familiar with the card by now.
Well, it's hard. Neither of us have even gotten to 3, right? We've all just knocked out the
Last
only
Pokemon.
active, right?
Well, you did get to free once, but I didn't have Lacey.
Oh, that's true. I knocked out Bidoof. Tap or cut?
I shall tap.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me some basic Pokemon. Nope.
Hey,
Okay,
are you sure that people can see your hand?
Okay, I don't really have a whole bunch going on here. I guess I'll use rollout for 20.
Okay, that would open up his next attack for 100, but he cannot use it. I was reaching for damage counters when they're over there. I shall draw for turn. Okay, I shall attach for turn, and then I will use Itchy Pollen for 10 damage.
Alright, so with Itchy Pollen, I cannot use any items. I don't have any, so it doesn't really matter.
Dang it.
And it does 10 damage. I will attach for turn. Then I will use Moo Rolling. The whole reason I put this card in here for 100 damage. And you can only use Moo Rolling if on your last turn you used Rollout, which I did.
Okay, it is. He now takes a prize card. I shall now draw for turn. I will use Boosted Evolution to evolve into Jolteon. I do not only have Sylveon in this deck.
Alright.
And then I will attach for turn and use linear attack for 30 damage onto his Miltank.
Alright. I'll draw for turn. I will put down a Dreepy. I will alright, so I'm going to play this a little different here. I'm going to put a rescue board on Dreepy.
Ooh.
Oh, I was hoping I had an energy though. Alright, I am going to use Professor Turo's scenario, which is pull one of the Pokemon and put it in your hand. So I'm going to put Miltank in my hand. His energies go to the discard pile. And I'll put Dreepy into the active. I wish I had a energy I could attach to him, because then I could do rollout, but I don't. So I will pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn, and then I will attach a psychic energy. Then I will use I will use Max Rod, put up to 5 of any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand.
That's pretty cool, you got that.
I will then put down Bidoof. I will use Jolteon to retreat. He has no retreat cost, so then I put up I will not retreat, and instead I will use Professor's Research. I discard my hand and I draw some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have attached for turn, so I can't use that. And then what I will use is that I will use linear attack for 30 damage onto the Dreepy.
Okay, I'll draw for my turn. Oh, that I can't use that. That would be nice if I could. I pass. I can't do anything.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will attach a water energy, and then I will use I'll wait. I will attach a rescue board to Eevee, and then I will use linear attack for 3 more damage onto the Dreepy.
Draw for turn.
I think you can all know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Besides him.
I'll put down Suicune. And I don't have anything else to do, but I will retreat into the Suicune, and then I will pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will attach an electric energy. I will then retreat Jolteon into Eevee. Boosted Evolution to then evolve into must have prized it. I will fail to find anything. And since I retreated, I can't do anything. So I will use Lacey.
Okay. You did draw 8 this time, huh?
Yeah. I shuffled that into my deck, and then I draw 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got basically all of the cards that I had back. And then I shall pass. What?
You could use his attack if you want.
You know what? Yeah, I'll use Reckless Charge for 30 damage, but it does 10 damage to himself.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. At least I finally got an EV.
Ooh.
I can't do anything else, so I pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will retreat for free because of rescue board. And put up Jolteon. I will then attach for turn. Now that it has free energy, I can then do Fighting Lightning, which then knocks out the Suicune, doing 90 damage. And since it's weak
Perfect
to electric,
match.
it actually
He's
does
way out,
180,
right?
which means that I get a prize card. Not the one I needed, though.
I will put up Dreepy because he has a free retreat.
Good
Okay,
move.
then I will draw for turn. And, well, I don't know what to do. I will retreat into Miltank, and then I'll pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Okay, now I will use Fighting Lightning for 90 damage. Ooh.
Okay, I'll draw for my turn. Okay, that's a card I can use. I will. I'll use Earthen Vessel, and I will get rid of a Suicune.
As you can see, I have a big hand.
I'll get that and that.
10 cards, actually. A hand.
That's a big hand. 10, man.
Which is a fourth of the deck.
Right.
Ooh. I'm tearing through a lot of cards.
All right, tap or cut.
I shall tap.
I will attach to my EV. Then I will pass.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Okay. And then I will use Fighting Lightning for 90 damage.
All right, and another knockout.
Which means I get another prize card.
All right. Leaving in the active, I will draw for my turn. I will attach for turn. Then I will use Boosted Evolution.
Okay.
I will evolve into Glaceon.
I'll be right back.
All right. Then I will I I will use Frost Bullet for 110. So I get the knockout, and I will put 30 on Badoo, and so I'll take 2 prizes off of that one. Whoa,
Okay.
that worked out good for me.
I will put up Eevee. I'm probably going to lose this match. Actually, I'll evolve into other Sylveon.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
And then I will use Magical Shot for 100 damage.
All right. Okay, I'll draw for my turn. I will put down the Dunsparce. I will use Buddy Poffins. So I'll search my deck for basic Pokemon with 60 or less, 70 or less health and put it on my bench. So I'll put down a Shaman. And not that one won't help me, so I'll use that.
What?
Oh, I just was doing the math here. I got pretty lucky. It only takes 110 to knock out that Sylveon.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot it had this 10 damage counter. So I will then use I will attach return here. I'll use Glass Trumpet, which says you can only use this if you have a Terra Pokemon in play. Choose 2 of your bench Pokemon and attach a basic energy from your discard pile to each of them. So I'm going to use Shaman and the Dunsparce.
Why
Or
are you...
Dunsparce, I'll do this and this.
Just a question, why are you doing that?
Just because I haven't been able to use those cards, so. I will, I guess, use Frost Bullet for 110
Nope.
in the knockout.
Safeguard.
Oh no! Safeguard. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. I guess I should have paid attention to that.
Yep.
Oh,
Meaning that.
dang it. That didn't work. Yeah, no, doesn't do nothing.
Okay. I shall now draw for turn.
Well,
And then I will... what shall I do? I guess I'll use Magical Shot. For never 100 damage.
alright, so I'm at 200.
That means that you put in a never and then a 2. Yeah, 2.
That's a lot of damage counter on him. Look at that.
Well, we are
Alright.
using smaller ones than we usually do.
I'll draw for turn. I will attach to the Dunsparce. I'll upgrade to the Dunsparce. Then I will attach. Wait, how do I want to do this?
You have to retreat or else you'll lose.
Yeah, I know. I gotta figure this out. I will I will retreat, getting rid of the lightning energy. I guess I will put up Shaman. I will draw for turn. Then I will man, I don't want to use runaway draw. I will attach to the Dunsparce.
Ooh. You're wanting to do 90 damage with that thing.
Then I will use reflect energy, so for 60, and then I will move an energy from him to one of my bench Pokemon.
You have to move all of it.
Move an energy.
No, could I say? Okay, sorry. Just most say
Right,
all.
all. Yeah, I understand. All right, your turn.
Okay, I will draw for turn. And then I will use Magic Shot for 100 and a prize card.
Okay, knocking out Shaman. I will put up the Dunsparce. I'll draw for my turn. And then I will use Land Crush for 90 and the knockout.
Okay. GG.
GG. That was fun.
Do we want to play another game or should we call it?
Well, that's the end of this series, but we might add another one to it, right?
Yeah, we might add another video to this series where we show us battling with these exact decks yet again.
It's pretty cool. Maybe we'll do like the loser opens another pack to see if they can make their deck stronger.
Or how about the winner? The winner might have to like. How about there are prize packs for the winner, and basically when they open it, or how about we talk to them about this in the next video. Good day. Have a Poketastic day. I mean.